A check, check, check. A beautiful. So, how about this audio quality? How about this beautiful new microphone? Rode was cool enough to send me their NTR, their active ribbon microphone. By the way, we're gonna get into the video. I just wanted to address this really quick. It has some of the classiest packaging I have seen. I don't record directly into my camera. I record into my digital audio workstation in Studio One, and then I add compression after the fact in order to bring some more warmth out of my voice. With this new NTR from Rode, I do not have to compress nearly as much with this microphone, and I can actually use a noise suppressor to knock out a lot of the room sound, that echo that a lot of people complain about. So all in all, this thing is gorgeous. I am loving it. I am really excited to get this on my cabinet. Anyway, so all of you are aware that I am one of the snobbiest of music snobs. I am a jerk sometimes. I have made a YouTube career out of talking about how stupid a lot of popular music is. Well, today I am going to talk to you about some of my guilty pleasures. Songs that, most of which I can acknowledge are just really dumb, but I still love them anyway. Or they're just over the top cheesy, which there's also plenty of that in there too. So here we go. Maroon, the album from Bare Naked Ladies. I am a notorious sucker for 90s pop rock. Pop rock in the 90s sounded so much different than pop rock nowadays, or even before the 90s. It's its own unique, really comfortable, well-produced space. The Bare Naked Ladies fell into that space, but they were kind of unique and quirky in ways that the other bands weren't. It could come off as cheesy or corny, but honestly, these are some really well-crafted songs by some obviously talented guys. And it's like listening to their lyrics, it's just so funny because some of it's absurd and it's great. There's a lot of songs on here that are just about having fun. There's definitely a nihilist tinge to a lot of their subject matters and how they handle it. The last song on this album is about a guy who dies in a car crash and watches his body as his spirit or whatever is floating away. And he's basically just like, I'm happy to be dead. It's kind of great. But in all seriousness, even though the Bare Naked Ladies can be thought of as like goofy or not to be taken seriously, their craftsmanship on their songs and their production and their arrangements are actually really good, man. I highly recommend listening to the song Conventioneers. It's a great, simple chord progression, very simple song that's just so tasty. It's about two senior citizens having like a one-night stand when they work together. Weird premise, but it's kind of great. Data and Picard by Pogo. For those of you who don't know Pogo, Pogo is actually a really cool artist who takes clips from TV shows, movies, and things like that and mashes it into an electronic song. The video that Pogo made for Data and Picard is like the goofiest thing I have ever seen. It's just like a really awkward singing Jean-Luc Picard throughout like half the song. It's like so weird, and then like the way that he interacts with the camera, you're just like, what is happening? But I love it. I love it to death. It's so fun, especially the Data parts. The data la la da ba ba ba. Like, oh dude, it's so tasty. The melody that he picked for Data's part over top of that chord progression is just so perfect. It almost jerks tears from me, but I'm also a little freaking weirdo, so you know. Yes, it's goofy, but it's also so much fun. I highly recommend it. This should be no surprise to anyone who watches the live streams. Koolaid by Accept. This was a suggestion on the live stream months ago and is now the intro song to every single live stream that I do. The first time I heard it, I remember specifically thinking when I'm hearing the guitar legato in the beginning, like, okay, this is pretty cool. And then it just kept going for too long. And you're just like, okay, we're still here. And then the singer came in and I'm like, oh my God, this is just AC/DC, but with a more harmonic minor edge. That's all it is. It's neoclassical AC/DC. And then when it finally hit the chorus and then this really deep voice, he goes, don't drink the Kool-Aid. You're just like, what the f did I just hear? Seriously, like I couldn't take this song seriously. I still can't take this song seriously, but they take it so freaking seriously in the song. You're just like, Alright! I give up. You win, except you win. I am a fan. I love that song. I grew from having like disdain towards it, like in high school if you would pick on like a dumb kid or something, which is not a good thing to do, but just as an example. I went from that to having true love and admiration for this song. I'm such a doofus, but it's fine. Go check out Koolaid by Accept. You will love it. There are actually 2 Creed songs that I like a lot. Big part of that is because my brother used to play them in the car a lot when he would drive us places. But yes, believe it or not, the Snob actually likes some Creed. That would be the song Torn and My Own Prison from the album My Own Prison. They actually have some great riffs. They have some really good, very memorable melodies. And yeah, you get Scott Stapp's sounding like an Eddie Vedder ripoff like he always does. But I mean, it was in 97, and in 97, the type of music that's on that album actually was really interesting as a development in that grunge-esque metal or hard rock style. I definitely recommend checking them out. And as far as Christian rock goes, it's some good Christian rock. The Final Countdown. There is enough cheese in the Final Countdown to top every single pizza of every person in existence for the next 5 generations. There is so much cheese. When I first heard it as a kid, I knew it was cheesy, but I still loved it. And as you move on to more, I would say, mature music, you're like, yeah, this kind of sucks. But then you come back to it and you're like, but you still kind of love it. One of the most on-the-nose melodies ever written on the most stereotypically 80s synthesizer. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Da, 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 da. I can't sing the thing without laughing. It's so good. The Final Countdown. I don't care who you are. You will always sing along with him when he sings Final Countdown. Every single time. I love it. I love everything about this song, even the things that I hate. I love it. It's like the cheesiest. Final Countdown. I forget who it's by. I'm sorry. Let me look it up quick. By the band Europe. It's by Europe, okay? What is Love by Hadaway. For those of you who may not know what this song is, if you've ever seen Night at the Roxbury, it's that song. What is love? Oh, baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. Then you do this whole thing. It's that song. Yeah, before this thing was a meme with Night at the Roxbury, I still loved this song. I mean, I was very young at the time. But, I mean, and then I grew up and I was like, oh, I guess it's kind of cheesy, but I'm like, but I do like me some cheese from time to time. It's a dumb song written by a guy who definitely had Euro clubs on the brain, but I thoroughly enjoy it, especially the dun 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 dun. I love that little organ part. I mean, it's like a super fake organ, but it's an organ part. Or the lady going, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Something like that. I don't know. I love it all. I love everything about that song. Give me all the cheese. Give me all the cheese. Put it in my belly. And this one, I was actually a little shocked to find how many people found annoying. Scatman by Scatman John. I freaking love Scatman. I don't know why this popped up. This is actually suggested on the original Song Suggestion Friday show. It's like the stupidest song ever, but it's amazing. I love it. There's something like that. I love it. I love it. It makes me feel like a cartoon when I'm listening to it, and I kind of think that's fun. I don't need drugs. I just need Scatman. That's all I need. I'm just like in another world. It's like, I love it. I don't care what any of you think. I love it. Happy by Pharrell Williams. I completely understand why everyone hates this song, but it always puts me in a really good mood. It honestly does. I've already done a whole video on this song in particular on a good versus bad series, good pop versus bad pop. I chose the song because I honestly believe it's a really great song, even though it's like really stupid and some people find it really annoying. But when you're talking about something so simplified and universal as happiness, I think that's the right approach. I completely understand why people think this song is annoying and irritating, but I love it. Even my brother, who likes a lot more popular music than I do, hates this song, and I actually like it a lot. So yeah, talk all the crap you want about it. I really don't care. I'll just have happy playing in my ears and be in a really dang good mood. Barbie Girl by Aqua. Yes, your ears do not deceive you. I thoroughly love the song Barbie Girl. Yes, it is stupid. Yes, it is so annoying to most people. I love it. When I was a kid is when this came out, and we were in, I think, elementary school, listening to this song, jamming out so hard. We would have like a little party in our own brains every time this song would come on. It's supposed to be a song with a deeper meaning, but to us, we just thought it was fun and was super catchy. It was really catchy. I think it's one of the reasons why people think it's annoying. That and the way that they kind of did the girl's voice. Like, I get it. I totally get it. And yes, I can completely understand why people are like, how could you ever like this song, Mike? The amount of trash that you talk. How could you like this? I like it because I like it. And you can like any music you like because you like it. The difference is, I know this is trash, but I don't care. I don't give a crap at all. I'm enjoying trash, and I'm fine with that. So before we get to number one, I have a couple of honorable mentions, which I don't think are big guilty pleasures. They didn't quite make my top 10, but I did want to address them. Before we get to those, I just wanted to say, if you want to help out the channel, please support on Subscribestar. There's a link to that in the description below. Even something as little as $1 a month really does go a long way towards keeping me able to do this. My YouTube ad revenue is trash. All right, first honorable mention, Uptown Girl by Billy Joel. I can see why people wouldn't like this, and this song is basically supposed to be emulating Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. I was raised on that really, really old school teeny bopper rock and roll, and I still like a lot of that stuff to this day. A lot of the hits from that era in that style, I love. Uptown Girl is a super creative and updated way of calling back to that and still getting that Uptown Girl. Like, seriously, the songwriting in this is excellent. Way better than you anticipate. Great grooves and rhythms. The bass line is excellent, and the melody that he writes for the vocal part, catchy as hell throughout the entire thing. You will sing through the entire song. The whole song is a sing-along. And even when I was a kid, I always loved the part where it goes, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, oh, it's so good. Because you have the chord progression underneath of it. It's going with your 6, which is a G. Then going up to an A, which is your 7, but going up half a step on the bass note of the chord and doing a first inversion of the 5 chord, which would be F sharp, and then hitting B minor. That's the whole thing that goes through the first run of that melodic phrase. The second run of the melodic phrase, they sharp the 3rd, so when we go from F sharp to B, instead of it being B minor, it's B major, which sets us up to be the new dominant for the original key of the song, which is E major. It's fun stuff. It's really well crafted, and it's singable, and it's great, and I don't care if you hate it. Youre the Inspiration by Chicago. This is an incredibly well-written song. Holy moly. However, it has a very dated 80s sound, which I fully acknowledge. And I also know it's like packed with cheese. Oh, cheese. Cheese everywhere. But this is a type of song that pulls at your heartstrings and does modulation in a way that I don't see many songs doing, and if they do, they don't do it nearly as well. It's an awesome song. Really good song. All right, here is where I probably lose most of my subscribers. My number one guilty pleasure is Despacito. I'm not joking. I actually really enjoyed Despacito. I think it's a decently written song music theory-wise. I think there is a good melody in the vocal work, and I completely understand why so many people hate this song. I 1000% understand it. Luckily for me, I don't speak Spanish very well or barely at all, so I don't understand what he's saying. That's a point in my favor. And yes, I agree. Daddy Yankee can go blow a goat. I don't give a crap about Daddy Yankee in this song at all. He can leave. But Luis Fonsi's voice is awesome. It's really good. Yes, it does have the exact same reggaeton beat as like every other reggaeton song. I do understand that. But man, taking the pop 4 chords and giving them new life for me is a rare thing. And the rhythm and vibe of this song, I actually thoroughly enjoy a lot. I'm sorry, I do. I can't blame you for being mad. I'm not gonna blame you for calling that song trash. It may as well be trash. I still like it. Is what it is. Go rip me a new one. It's fine. What else is new? All right, that's all the dirty laundry. What are some of your guilty pleasures? I'm very anxious to hear. Let me know your comments down below. If you like this video, please leave a like. Please share the video. That really does help the channel out a lot. YouTube loves it when its videos, and my videos specifically, get shared to different platforms to bring them to the website. Again, please support me on Subscribestar. That really does help out the channel a lot. And you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Become the Night. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next video.